Green, green, green. Give me a flyer. Uno, lapo. There's a flag. It's over. Okay, bud, green flag next time by. Line up on the right side. Pit road is closed.
So this is gonna be probably just me and myself. I'm 3 seconds faster than anybody else. Unless they had a slow lap, but we'll see.
Ready? Eight cars leaving. Green flag, green flag.
Yep. I don't think anybody's catching me. I'm gaining about half a second through every corner on the guy behind me. I'm gonna do another race after this. And once I win this, it should put me into a little bit of a higher class, and I might get some more competition. I was in a lower class yesterday, and I had way faster competition. Like, the guy that I was up against was only a tenth of a second down on me, or down on my qualifying, and then the guy in third was only half a second. But these guys were all equally 3 seconds or slower than my qualifying, and they're kind of showing it in the race pace as well. And I'm not really pushing at all or focusing too much. Just trying to take it easy. Just bring it home, no incompletions. Just build my consistency. Oh my god. Okay, I'm fine. I'm gonna be just fine.
Right side.
Alright.
Clear.
At least I made it interesting.
Right side.
That easy? Really?
Keep to the left. Clear to the right.
Guess not. On your ass, feller. Oh, he's so slow. Oh my god. gonna get him on the next straight. Get away from him. He's really slow. Oh, I might get him here. I'm getting a run on him. I'm gonna outbrake him and turn into the last corner here. Dirty air, dirty air.
On the left. Clear on the left.
Yes, sir. Alright. Let me just focus up, stop talking, and pull away. He might get a run on me in turn 1. I'm just going to give it to him. I don't want to fight this guy. He's way too slow for me to want to compete with him. I'm just going to be patient.
Right side.
I'm going to try and outbrake him.
Clear on the right.
Oh, yeah. I took that line nice. There's no way he was going to outbrake me, even if he stuck it up the inside. Alright, just gonna pull away. Ooh, my tires are a little flat spotted. I don't have a lot of grip. Gotta be careful. Let's see here. My car's fine. Just the tires are a little messed up. Fine in a lap or two. Thank you for whoever followed like 3 laps ago. Thank you for who else just followed. So, yeah, we're P1. I'm pulling away like a second every lap. I'll talk to you guys, try and not crash as I'm talking. That'll be, this is the challenge. I'm gonna just talk the whole time and commentate. So this is iRacing. I'm in a USF 2000. This is a Formula car. It's no Formula 1 car, but it is a Formula car, as in open wheels, as you can just see by that schmuck on the side of the road. This game is about as close to a simulation as you can really get. Really no assist. Trying to be as accurate to what the real car in real life would feel like. And this car in particular is extremely hard to drive. It's one of the... Jesus, I'm 6 seconds faster or ahead already. You can see the top and the bottom right. But I love this game. I've been doing sim racing for about 4 years now. And on this wheel and the new rig I have, about a year. Maybe less, actually, yeah, less. This is what I love. Can't do it in real life. Costs a lot of money, but this is pretty close. I have one monitor. Eventually, I would like to have triple monitors or do VR. Ideally VR, because it's a lot cooler, but the VR technology isn't very good right now. it's still extremely pixelated. Like, if I were to be in VR right now, I could, as I'm driving, I could like count the individual pixels on my screen. So that's not good. And the heating is bad. So if I mean, doing a short race like this is only like 7 or 8 laps. It's about 15, maybe 20 minutes of an actual race time. But if I were to do like a 45-minute race, or even like an hour, or an endurance stint, which would be an hour and 30 minutes, the problem with VR is you get motion sickness if you do like long stints, like over an hour, and the cooling is pretty piss poor. They're not really designed to be used while you're basically working out. And when you're doing a sim race and you're on the right steering wheel and you've got it, there's plenty of people that do it way stronger than what I have. A lot of people like it to be like as strong as possible. I'm talking about the force feedback, like how much weight or like how much force you have to put into the steering wheel to actually turn it, because it's fighting me. Like, I'm feeling the real forces of the car, like the understeer, the oversteer, the bumps, everything. And it's a bit of a workout over time. Thank you for letting me by. So when you're doing all that and you got a headset on your head and you're sweating, you get a little hot. That's the problem with VR right now. So ideally I'd want to wait like maybe 1 to 3 years, wait for the technology to advance a little further. I like to tell myself and imagine that one day, like 10, 20 years down the line, when we're living in the simulation and we're plugged into Neuralink or whatever gets us there, I will be able to actually drive a car like this, think it's real life, and have all the real forces and have a blast. My dream is to drive a Formula 1 car, or really any kind of GT racing car. Driving a car like this would be a fucking dream. So, I mean, I'd be happy with this, but, you know, just something I like to think about. So this is Suzuka. This is one of the tracks that the Formula 1 cars drive on. This is in Japan. It's one of my favorite tracks. It is an awesome track. That sector I just went through in the beginning of the lap is so much fun to drive, especially in a Formula 1 car. This one's fine, but like in a Formula 1 car, it's almost flat, and it just feels like your car is on rails, and it's just fun as hell to drive. I'm not saying that necessarily from experience, but I do have the Formula 1 game, and I've been doing that for, I think, 5 years now. Started on the controller, and then I went up to the Logitech steering wheel, and now I have Fanatec. I don't have direct drive, but I have belt driven. It's night and day compared to Logitech steering wheels, but it's still nothing compared to a direct drive. Direct drive is basically the engine that controls the steering wheel. Rather than there being like pieces in between the engine and the steering wheel, like a belt, gears, or whatever, the engine is directly attached to the wheel, so you get what's called direct drive, and it's basically you feel everything immediately. There's no delay, like compared to what I'm doing. There's a little bit of delay, and it's not direct driven, it's belt driven, so there's something in between the engine and the steering wheel where I'm feeling everything. Direct drive cuts that out, gets a lot more precise, and people say it's night and day, but at least it was night and day from the Logitech to this, and I love it. I'm having a blast going wide. I've been doing racing games since I was a little kid on the Wii. Like, I had this little plastic steering wheel attachment that you would stick the Wii remote in and then drive like that. That's kind of how it all started. When I got an Xbox, I would play Forza on the controller, and that's where I really grew a love for it, because I mean, I got competitive, and I would do races and, you know, whatnot. After Forza, I got the Formula 1 games, and I did that on controller for about 2 years. It was fun. I was nowhere near the level I'm at, or at a competitive level or anything, just doing it for fun. but over the years I just grew such a love for it. I put some money into it. I got the Logitech steering wheel, which changed everything for me. Kind of opened my eyes to what this is all about. Did that for I think a year and a half or maybe 2 years before I sold it and then got this. But now that I have this, I have a rig, pedal set, steering wheel, and everything, and it's just a blast. It's amazing. Like, if you've ever driven a car before and you do this for the first time, you just like, you just one lap, you just kind of giggle, and it's just crazy to feel all the things that you feel. Like when you go over bumps, you feel it. When you are going through a corner, you can feel the understeer and the tires. You can tell that they're gripping. You can tell that the tires are needing to warm up. All these crazy things, and it all is given to you through the steering wheel. And it's just a really cool feeling. Nothing like real life, but you know, it's still fun as hell. Gets you as close as you can get for a decent amount of money, but nothing compared to what it would cost to do it in real life, or at least on a consistent basis. Like, you could go to there's this place called Skip Barber. It's not this kind of car, but it is a formula car where you can spend like a couple $1,000s and do like a 3-day racing school, and they teach you how to drive a car like this. And then once you have your license, maybe somebody will invite you to a race, or they'll let you drive their car. That's kind of how it all starts. And if you're quick enough, maybe you can get into racing, get a sponsor, stuff like that. It's kind of my dream. Alright, so I didn't bin it while I was talking. So far, I still got a little bit of a lap left to go. But I'm gonna do another race after this, maybe in an hour or two. The races are at every new hour, an hour in between each. So I might take a break. But then I will definitely do at least another race today. And hopefully I'll have some more competition, because I am 15 seconds against Mr. Jordan Jaludi, as you can see on the bottom. But that was a race of Suzuka. Wasn't driving too fast. I'll see what my laps were after this and see how I was doing, not really focusing and just talking. But yeah, that's it. That's a dub. Let's see my laps.